Fielding some questions here for USMLE. Student from within our Telegram group wants to know, apart from reviewing nbme's 20 through 30, as I've inculcated in my prior YouTube clips, student wants to know what I suggest to do in the final week before the exam. So you're watching this clip and you want to know, how are you going to get the maximal score augmentation possible in the week prior to your exam? Even if you're further out from 1 week at this moment, how do you get your score up as much as possible when your exam is in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, etc.? How do we get you that score bump? Give you a very fucking clean and consolidated answer here. So before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Give the video a like. I really appreciate it. Find me on Instagram at mehlman_medical, mehlman_medical. Links down below. Find me on Telegram. The links to the Telegram group and channel down below, and I'll start the clip. So as I just fucking prefaced with, the student wants to know how to get the score up as much as possible in a week, okay? And there's those of you watching this who are 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, etc. And student particularly wants to know, apart from nbme's 20 through 30, okay? And I find this entertaining because, you know, you have the optimal piece of advice right there, and, you know, sometimes people are still looking for alternatives, okay? So yes, as I've discussed in my prior YouTube clips, you need to know nbme's 20 through 30 fucking hardcore going into the exam. Okay, if that's novel information, you're listening to this right now, well, okay, you have to know those exams, those 11 forms, all right? The USMLE and the nbme's are exactly the same thing. So I understand that if you're a week out or, you know, 12 days out, you're not going to have time to go through all the nbme exams. You say, well, what do I do apart from that? Well, you've got my high yield arrows PDF, okay? I mean, because in theory, and I'll link it down below, in theory, you could review anything, right? Are you supposed to review pharm, micro, biochem? Like, what are you supposed to review in the final week, 2 weeks? Obviously, you have to patch your biostats up. Okay, I've got a biostats PDF. I'll also link that down below. You should know your biostats, the formulae. Okay, you can't fuck up sensitivity, specificity, etc. But high yield arrows is going to knock out all of the important endocrine, okay, your physiology, making sure you don't miss any easy questions on cardiovascular parameters or the heme disorders, okay, bleeding time, BT, PTT, etc. So you got to know all that stuff. So apart from questions, because you need to really knock out 20 through 30, I would say if you're literally like 6 days out, no fucking time, okay, well, it should be probably 30, 29, 28. You should know the latest nbme exams, right? Logically, that just makes sense. So you need to know as many 20 through 30 of those nbmes as you possibly can in the limited time you have. And then external to the nbmes, you've got my high yield arrows PDF. It's highly specific. It's going to rule in that you pass if you know that info very fucking well. Okay, I created that PDF specifically to get people to pass step 1, pass comp. And you got to patch up your biostats, okay? I mean, that's what we do in the end game at the moment. If you're further out from the exam and you're looking for more just general prep, okay, well, I've made tons of clips on that. You need to know all of UWorld for step 1, and then I want you doing nbme's 20 through 30. So 20 through 24 offline, free 120, then 25 through 30. If you're studying for step 2, you're going to do all of UWorld. I want you doing the 44 clinical mastery series forms. Then you're going to do nbme's 6 through 8 offline, free 120, a double pass of all the CMS forms, then nbme's 9 through 12 online. You know the deal. I'm going to continue to make more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.